skiing, riding, sledding, winter biking, winter hiking.
No matter how you Vermont, please Vermont safely.
Cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, snowmobiling, snowman building.
This year, that means a 7-day home quarantine with a negative COVID-19 test or a 14-day home quarantine with no symptoms to visit.
Snowball fighting, ice skating, ice climbing, ice fishing, ice cream eating.
So we can all Vermont safely this year.
Dining, craft beering.
Talk to your favorite inner resort about smart travel suggestions, reservation policies, and the best way to Vermont this winter.
Hot cocoaing, antiquing, shopping, fireside napping.
For full COVID-19 travel guidance, visit VermontVacation.com.
1, 2, 3, 4.
For everyone's safety, Vermont requires a 7-day home quarantine with a negative COVID-19 test or 14 days with no test to visit this winter.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
We're also recommending you take the time to do some extra squats, lunges, wall sits, or high knees.
24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
With reduced lift and lodge capacity, you're going to have a lot more time to spend on the slopes. So take the time to get your legs ready.
38, 39, 40.
Vermont in winter. It's worth the wait.
1, 2, 3.
This winter, plan your trip. Don't trip up your plans. Talk to your favorite inn or resort about smart travel suggestions and reservation policies. For full COVID-19 travel guidance, visit VermontVacation.com.
16, 17.
What's going on? What's going on? You are tuned into the Cigars with Mac podcast. I want to thank everyone for tuning in and listening to my thoughts and ideas and the little bit of life experience I have at the age of 34. And I'm very humble to everybody who likes, downloads, follows, and shares my podcast. It really means a lot to me. Today, me and my special co-host, we are going to talk about a syndrome. We just not actually me, but my buddy D. He gave me a great show idea, so I cannot coin this term like I coined it. He coined the term, and it's called the Cardi B syndrome. What we mean by that is you have the Afro-Caribbeans, Afro-Latinas, and it seems like they're only quote-unquote black when it conveniences them. So we're going to dissect a video by Tariq Nasheed. He's a YouTuber / motivational speaker / activist. He does not like the term leader, and I don't blame him because he's not a fucking leader if you ask me. So he had a debate on IG with a young lady. Let me get her name. She's Puerto Rican, so she would be what we would consider Afro-Caribbean. Her name is, I'm gonna get it. I don't wanna, if I'm a dissector, I want you guys to be able to follow her. And what is her name? Her name is follow, and her Instagram is @follow Jen Garcia. Again, follow Jen Garcia. Her name is spelled Jenicia Garcia. Again, Jenicia Garcia. Look her up on IG. She also, from what I'm seeing, has a YouTube channel also. So what we're going to do is we're going to chime in, give our opinion on her and Tariq Nasheed's debate. And, give you guys a good podcast. So with no further ado, here we go. You ready, bro?
I'm ready.
All right. Okay. Here we go.
Garcia, get on. There's a lot of trolls in here. But that is what it is.
Mr. Mac Lessons himself, huh? He can't let that pimp go, man. He can't let pimp life go, can he?
You can't let it go, man.
He can't let it go, man. Get on. He told her get on over there on IG. All right, here we go.
What's good?
What's up, Jen Garcia? How are you?
How you doing?
I am good. What's happening with you, young man?
Yeah, I wanted to holler at you because you took sound bites of my video and you fabricated a lot to it. So I wanted to know why you took a sound bite. Like, I want you to man up. Let's deal with it. Let's debate it. Because you took sound bites and you hid behind the sound bites. That was slick. That was really slick.
I didn't hide behind the sound bites. I played your clip in its
did.
entirety. I did not, dear. I played your clip in its entirety.
Okay, so then where did I say I was a Spaniard and I claimed Spain? Do you know what I claimed?
No, let's go back to what you were talking about. I didn't put you.
Absolutely.
Okay. You were saying that black people look at our blackness like a scam. What are you talking about?
Okay. Are you asking me to explain?
Explain what you mean that we look at our blackness like a scam.
Okay, first of all, you sound low. Your volume just went low on me.
Okay, that's I don't know what that is. I haven't touched anything, so go ahead.
Okay, so very, very, very specifically, so I'm clear, okay? I'm talking about the hypersensitivity on social media. There's a large demographic of African Americans. I didn't say all black, okay? I didn't say anything about me claiming Spaniard. I mean, you ran off at the mouth. Puerto Rican this, Puerto Rican that. Spaniards this, Spaniards. I don't claim Spain, papi. I don't claim Spain. I don't claim our conquerors.
Most
okay?
Puerto Ricans claim they're Spanish.
And I know that.
Right.
But that has nothing to do with me. So I would have preferred that you hit me up. I mean, because you was on my page. So I would have preferred that you hit me up and be like, yo, explain this shit.
Well,
and I could have explained it.
Explaining how you felt in the thing, sweetie.
And then you took your interpretation. You put it through your filter, and it came out through your interpretation. That's different than what I was saying.
I mean, but the way you said it, I was just playing your own words. With this blackness, we look at it like a scam. A scam. You got to keep picking at
but didn't you embellish, though? Didn't you embellish, Tyree?
No, because
you didn't embellish.
I played your clip, sweetie, of you talking about how Black Americans look at our blackness like a scab, and it sounds like a projection.
Okay, but a projection how? How is it a projection?
That sounds like some of that Latina stuff where y'all project some of the issues you have with your blackness. That's what that sounds like.
All right. So he says that she's projecting like most Afro Latinos who have a problem with their blackness, man. What you think about that?
Well, I think for a long time, a lot of the Afro Latinos kind of had an issue with their blackness because of, in the places where they were, on the islands or whatever, that, the people colonizing, the Spaniards, they projected, they kept pressing on them, you know, you're a Spaniard, you're a Spaniard. They never did really allow them to pursue the African roots. And to be honest, a lot of the blacks on those islands didn't even know that they had ancestry from Africa. It took them to start taking DNA tests, because a lot of them didn't know it. They started taking DNA tests and found it out that they had a lot of African ancestry in them.
Mm-hmm.
And then the wheels start moving, and they start researching their history. So a lot of them was hidden from them.
Cause see, it was a Puerto Rican that told me about years ago, back in 2009, 2008. A Puerto Rican put me onto the game about Afro Latinas. I knew nothing about it. I ain't know nothing about it.
You know, when I first started meeting, the so-called, with the Afro Latinos, I always look at them and say, like if you're a black guy, right? And I was like, but he speaks Spanish. How the hell is that possible? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's always it's kind of baffled me a little bit. Like, damn, he speaks Spanish, but he looks black like me. He don't look like what you would consider like a Spaniard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it took years of, I guess being around that environment that I started picking up and learning a little of that history.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found out that their history is just like our history. That their ancestors was brought from Africa because growing up, we only thought that blacks only came to America.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought too.
Yeah, and then now we understand that now through the Americas, but as far as Mexico, Panama, Honduras, what I'm saying, all those places that took black. So that's how we got people everywhere.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's continue.
I know, but that's why you have to ask for clarification. Okay? I'm very proud of my African roots. I do not claim Spaniard. When I say my makeup, I never claim Spain. But you went on a tangent about me claiming Spain, and that was wrong information.
I'm talking about Ricans. Many of them in general claim Spain. They claim
I know that.
Spain. So,
of course, I know that.
But you were talking about black people. It's like misery. You want company. All this stuff. What was all that about? What was that about?
So very, very specifically, there is a demographic specifically on social media of black Americans that are hypersensitive to everything. And what I was saying was, stop letting people bait you about your blackness. That's what I was saying. Any little thing that's what I was saying. But you went off talking about Spanish, this, that, and the third. I've never claimed Spain. That's why it was silly.
Let's unpack what you're saying. Okay. Black people being sensitive about what? Black Americans being sensitive about what?
Say that again?
What are black Americans being sensitive about? What are you saying? We're being
sensitive about the word racist, like that's been traded in. Now it's anti-black. It's just a new trending word. We went from everything is racist to now everything is anti-black, and people don't even get clarification before they throw that word out there. And that's a result of hypersensitivity. If somebody says something about Puerto Ricans, like you went off on a tangent. You was like, Spaniard, y'all claim Spaniard, y'all this, that. Let me tell you something. It's a diaspora thing. It is not a Latin or black thing. It is not a Latin or black thing. Because you said Puerto Ricans, you said Puerto Ricans claim Spain, right? You said Puerto Ricans want to be white. I can bring you.
Oh, Tariq, man, trying to put her sexy ass in the he trying to talk to her like she wanted a part of the stable.
when she kept telling him, she said, I never claimed Spain. I never claimed Spain, right?
That's right.
And so she is aware of her African roots.
She's aware
of them. Unlike
a
lot of, and that's a good thing, understand that you're just not a dark-skinned Spaniard, that you are actually black. Now, the issue with a lot of those people from those islands is that when you call them black, a lot of them will get offended by that. They know I'm not black. I'm Dominican, I'm Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? And then it takes someone talking to them and say, hey, but look at your skin color. You're not a fucking Spaniard. You put your picture next to an actual Spaniard, you look nothing like them. Now you put your picture next to a black person, you look like a black person, right?
That's like me. That's like I own a German Shepherd. That's like my German Shepherd telling me, "Nah, I'm a boxer." But you put next to a German Shepherd. Hey, this is you right here. This boxer is an entirely different breed. So yeah, you got a good point about that, man.
Yeah.
All right.
They lean on that language.
Yeah.
To make them feel as if that they're Spaniards.
Yeah. All right, let me play some more. This a long ass video they got. It's damn near an hour. All right.
A list of black people that want to be white and they're mixed with Cherokee and they're mixed with that, this, that, and the third. Same thing.
Jen, let's go back to the anti-black stuff we were talking about. Sweetie, you jump on that, then you immediately go back to, I'm not Spanish. Look.
What do you mean go back to? I've never claimed Spain, though. How can you make me claim something I've never claimed?
We're talking about anti-blackness, black people being hypersensitive about the word anti-black. Anti-black racism comes not just from the white supremacists, it comes from other people who are in the buffer class industry, meaning people who are not black. They have black ancestry, but people who don't identify with black, but you have buffers who have the same anti-black racism. Is that true, dear, or not true?
That's true, but across the spectrum. There are black people who feel the same way that you're talking about right now. There are black people who don't want to identify as black. And I'm talking about African Americans.
Those are usually people from immigrant cultures, for the most part. This is why
okay.
All right, how you feel about that? I don't have experience in immigrants, so-called people from immigrant cultures doing that. I mean, is he owning something when he says that?
What about them keep sending the Spaniards?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Okay. Now, was she owning something when she said African Americans do it too?
I met black people who say, "Yeah, I got Indian in my family," right?
Yeah.
But they never go off and claim, "Oh, I'm an Indian."
No, we don't. We just know that. Go ahead.
Even when you got blacks and whites, just looking at it from that standpoint, when you got a person what you refer to as a mulatto, right?
Yeah.
And that, I've really never met someone who was mixed, black and white. And I'm gonna say, well, I'm white. They always say I'm black because that's how they're treated in society.
Especially in America.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in America.
That's right.
Okay, let's continue. Let's check out some more.
What do you have to say about Candace Owens?
Yeah, Candace Owens is Caribbean, sweetie.
Okay, what do you have to say about Stacey Dash?
She's Caribbean.
Okay, so but they're black women, right?
Stacey Dash's mother, I think, is See, a lot of skin folks ain't your kin folks. We're a different ethnic group. And this is my point. Foundational Black Americans, we look at ourselves differently. We have pride about ourselves. We don't walk around with that self-hating thing that's severe like a lot of people in the Caribbean do. They have it way more severe. They really do have it. And that was my point last night. Foundational Black Americans, we don't look at our blackness as a scab. We look at it as a source of pride to fight white supremacy. Candace Owens does not represent us because she ain't from our culture. Neither does Stacey Dash. So that was my point. People are going to have to respect Foundational Black Americans. We're the only ones out here fighting white supremacy consecutively.
But that's also false. And that goes to show.
Save your most important documents and photos in the cloud. A Microsoft 365 subscription gives you a full terabyte of secure OneDrive storage, plus an added layer of protection with OneDrive Personal Vault. Buy now at Microsoft365.com/photos.
How tiny your point of view is. Because Puerto Ricans have been fighting white supremacy since Albizu Campos, since Betances, since Lolita LeBron, okay? Did you know that Andrew Davis and Lolita LeBron were like this? Did you know that? Or you only know black history?
And Puerto Ricans stopped doing that shit in the 1930s and started trying
No,
to...
sir. Never heard of the Young Lords?
I understand that. They're trying to be white supremacy, sister. In Puerto Rico, they practice the same anti-black racism.
Wait, you just said they stopped in the 1930s. Have you ever heard of the Young Lords?
I'm talking about a couple of individual radicals. I'm talking about the collective. In Puerto Rico, motherfuckers going to be white. When you put your name and address and your race on the census, people over there are talking about they white. People come over here and talk white.
But that's a demographic. I can bring you black people who don't want to be black. It's a diaspora thing. It is not a Latin or black thing. It is that people that hate their blackness and people that don't want to be associated to Africa. It is a diaspora thing.
And it's a Latino thing. Latino, they got a culture. La Raza something, improve the race. They got sayings over there about improving the race, meaning whiten the fuck up.
I remember we talked about that earlier too, man. You heard about that too, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, about bettering the race.
Wow.
Tariq made a point, but I mean, some of it I agree with, some I don't. When he was saying, talking about the Candace Owens and the Stacey Dash. Usually, when it's a black who comes from an island who never really grew up, born and raised in America, they can't really identify with the issues of black people in America. So that's why they're not as sensitive to it as the people who are born and raised here, who've been going through it since day one. So that's why. But you also have blacks who are born and raised here who do the same thing. And case in point is what just happened in Louisville, the Attorney General. That guy had you know what I'm saying? And they called him out on it. You know what I'm saying? They're like, dude, you didn't do your job. You didn't do your job. You know?
That's right.
But he's born and raised in America also. So everyone that's born and raised in America is not going to try to go out and fight against it. Some people are going to get in bed with it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
You know? So it's just like what they say, a hungry dog is not loyal.
Ooh.
Because he'll eat with anybody.
Whoever gives some food.
Whoever gives him some food.
God damn, I ain't never heard it put like that before, man.
Yeah. And when she spoke on the stuff that happened on the island, I'm not from the islands, I've never been to the islands, but I've done some research. Yeah, they have fought racism, but that racism that they had was not near the racism of America. America probably has the worst racism on this planet.
Yeah, that's right.
Even though it's masked a lot of times, it went from being blatant to a little subtle, but it's still there, and they do it in different ways. It really became more systematic when you look at unemployment, redlining, and all these other little factors that they put in place to kind of oppress black people, but they smile in your face while they doing it, so you don't even really notice it a lot of times.
Yeah.
You know, so I think they both made pretty good points on that. I mean, but she was born right in America also.
That's right. Well, let's let everybody hear that part too. Like I said, we're gonna do brief stops. I'm gonna play most of it through, but kind of some key points. I want to kind of stop so we can kind of highlight that. Cause I'm gonna send this to her IG Instagram message.
Uh-huh.
That's the part of.
Okay, so, and where did that start? Did that not start on the plantation?
Yeah, it started in Spain actually. That started.
And who keeps perpetrating the brown paper bag? Who did that?
That was over there in the Caribbean, because this is the thing, Jen. The Spanish did something differently than the British. Over here with the British, when they would rape the sisters, they didn't claim.
I'm not screaming. I talk loud.
All right. Over here, when the British would rape the black women, the African women, the black Aboriginal women, the British wouldn't claim the children. They don't do that now. They didn't claim the children as theirs. Over there in Spanish culture, the colonizers and the rapists would claim the children. So you thought you were part of the family. It was a big ball of confusion. So this is why over there in Caribbean culture, there's a lot of mass colorism there, because they feel like they're part of the Spanish family, and you're really not. There's a game that they play. So we have to understand.
But that happens here on American soil with African Americans. That happens here.
It's not as pronounced as y'all do it.
Are you kidding? So I can't log on.
Go ahead.
Are you gonna let me speak? I can't log on to social media and see a black, dark skin versus light skin war. I can't see that on any given day.
That is 100% the immigrant Sambos doing that shit. 100% fucking percent.
Absolutely not. When Chris Brown,
niggas who do that.
What are you talking about?
They be from the immigrants from West Africa, Jamaica.
Wasn't Talib Kweli just attacked on Twitter because a dark-skinned woman said that rappers only date and marry light-skinned women? Was that not an American black woman saying, "Hey, look at me, I'm dark and nobody cares about me"?
That girl who did that was, I think she was Jamaican. That girl was not an American black girl. The people who keep up that stupid shit with that colorism bullshit, these are immigrants who do that dumb shit. They're very good at doing that, keeping up that dark skin, light skin colorism shit, because that's some shit that makes a difference in their country. In the Caribbean culture, they play those little colorism games in the Caribbean heavy. They have that heavy in the Caribbean. Over here, black is black. We don't trip on that shit like that over here because we're all treated the same.
Are you out of your mind? Where have you been?
Colorism ass. We don't get nothing out of that over here. We different.
Where have you been in this country?
Yes.
There have been freaking wars from I was in elementary school between light skin and dark skin.
And that's with your culture.
No, not only with my culture though. You're trying to put it on the Caribbean.
Yes, yeah, I am. Because
that's not true. He's trying to put it on the Caribbean and that's false.
Y'all bring that bullshit over here and do it with each other and then try to dump it on us. That's y'all doing that stupid shit.
No.
Did it in Puerto Rico.
My point was, y'all are hypersensitive. If y'all are calling me y'all, then what I say shouldn't bother you. But y'all are hypersensitive. Oh, that's racist. Oh, that's anti-black. That's anti-black. Who you talking? Because I'm black. It's hypersensitivity. And my...
Now, what's tripping me out when she says y'all? What's up with that, man?
Well, I just thought about that myself. Y'all. So I guess she means because she's black, because she's saying that she's black, but then when she talks about she's saying y'all, so there's a separation she's implying.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
So,
there's a separation, man. She's playing both sides of the fence or the field.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I guess because she said her ancestry is coming from Puerto Rico. But here's the thing. a German Shepherd, right? We spoke about the German Shepherd, right?
Yeah.
Now, is it called a German Shepherd? I'm not real privy on the dogs, but it's German Shepherd because it was born. It was developed in Germany.
Yes, sir. That's right. That's why it's called a German Shepherd.
Okay, German Shepherd. Now, you bring a dog to America. Now, is it an American Shepherd or is it still a German Shepherd?
Still a German Shepherd.
Still a German Shepherd. So this is what they're trying to show these Afro-Latinos. You came from out of Africa. Now, okay, you was born on the island, whether it be Puerto Rico or the Dominican or whatever, but technically you are still an African.
That's right. Like our boy said on board, like Trey said on Boys in the Hood. Like it or not, you from Africa.
You're from Africa.
In the words of old Trey. Trey said, like it or not, you from Africa.
Yeah.
All right, let's play some more, man. I'm just catching this, man, because I didn't catch it at first. Did you?
Nah, it's just when this clip you just played when she kept saying y'all, you know, I was like, whoa. First you include yourself with us, now you just separate yourself from us.
You know, that's why it's good to dissect videos 2 and 3 times, because sometimes you if you listen to it, you start hearing stuff like, oh, okay.
And that goes back to what Tariq was saying, was that it's you know, they get to play the role of black when it's convenient.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and this is not the only time I've heard this, because this was actually a brother from the Dominican. He's actually a black guy, and he said the same thing. He said that a lot of blacks are upset because you get people who come from the island and other places of color that come here and partake in all the rights that blacks here have fought for, that they can't even really partake in, and they partake in them, but at the same time, they look down on the blacks that are here, who afforded them the right to do what they're doing here.
Man, I never forget, I was at the strip club a couple years ago, man, and there was a beautiful black Cuban woman. I'm talking about, man, she was gorgeous, drop dead gorgeous. And I was like, you Afro-Cuban? She said, no, I'm Cuban. Yeah, man, trip me out, man. But let's play some more of this shit.
Okay.
It's called not submitting to white supremacy here. In Puerto Rico, y'all submit to white supremacy. Y'all mark yourself down.
Let's talk about that too, though.
Y'all mark yourself down as white. We don't do that over here.
Y'all.
Black people ain't marking themselves
No,
down.
you're talking to me. You're talking to me. You said it about me.
Light-skinned black people in America are not putting themselves down as white. Y'all do that in Puerto Rico.
But you're talking. You do realize you're talking to me, right?
I'm talking about the collective. Don't do the individual thing. I'm talking about the collective.
But when I talk about the collective, you say it doesn't exist.
No, Jen. You know, in your culture, people who look like you, who are basically light-skinned black people, identify with white, and they mark down that their race is white. They do that, and you know they do that.
But I said that they do that. What does that have to do with you attacking me?
Nobody's
you attack
attacking
me.
you, Jen. Now you talking white woman. Ain't nobody attacking.
Now you attack. You want to run back the video? We washing our pussy and our tits in the river in Puerto Rico. That's you attacking me. Don't front down to me. Don't front fake followers now. Don't you pass me down. Don't get past the Negro on me now. Don't get past the Negro on me now. You were talking a lot of pussy and tits in your video. You were talking a lot. I know you trying to stay friendly for the networks, but you were talking a lot of pussy and tits on the video. Don't try to be non-confrontation Negro now.
I wasn't talking about you watching the pussy.
Okay, I know it's hard for you to get on TV still, but don't play with me now. You had a lot. You were talking about pussy and tits, and y'all washing your pussy and tits by the river.
What they do.
Come on now.
What they do. They out there washing pussy and tits in the river.
Okay.
Man, they wash their pussy and tits in the river, man. I ain't know that.
Tariq Slick captain on the man pretty much says that they poor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, she don't get me wrong, she holding her own, man, but I think she kind of playing both sides now. Because one minute she's saying, talk to me. But just earlier we were talking collective.
Exactly.
So that's why I'm like, okay. That's why I say I'm glad I'm listening to it again.
Yeah, they get to do that, you know. They get to pull that card out. You know, I'm not black, I'm Puerto Rican, or I'm whatever, right? I'm anything but black, right? They get to do that, you know. But then when it's in favor of being black, you know, yeah, of course, you know what I'm saying. Then I'm black, you know. I'm Afro, whatever. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, he said watching them pussy and tits by the river, man. I said, man, that's some cold shit. Let's play some more of this shit, man.
All
right.
So black women don't prostitute themselves in America to celebrities?
Not like that.
No, not like that. But that's what.
They're not walking around.
Thank you for proving my point. No. Your point of view is biased.
No, it's not.
Thank you for proving my point. So the women in Puerto Rico prostitute themselves, but the black women in America don't prostitute themselves to every rapper that walks in the room.
No.
Or every R&B singer that walks in the room. Or to you, because they think you're somebody. So black women don't prostitute themselves. Are y'all listening to this, ladies and gentlemen? There's not one black prostitute in America.
Oh, Lord. Now, y'all know y'all be throwing yourselves at the rappers and shit. Y'all be
so who throws themselves at the athletes? We don't have to throw ourselves because they hollering. We don't have to throw ourselves because they hollering, and you know that.
Uh-oh.
Well, I think two things that now when she talks about black women prostitutes, I kind of got pushed back on that because when you look at most pimps, they always had non-black. Well, the majority of their stable were non-black women. You know, most of them, you know, and to be honest, a lot of their women was white women that was pimping for, was on for the pimp. You know, that's what most pimps prefer because they say it was easy for them to pimp. You know, now when she talked about the rappers hollering, I mean, you do got to kind of take a step back and look at this and say most athletes, most entertainers, a lot of them do not have black women as wives.
That's true.
Or you know, their main girlfriend.
That's damn sure true. All right, let's play some more of this shit.
Throwing that pussy at them. Of course they gonna
holler. You know that. Yeah. They holler.
If you're throwing the
right?
pussy, they gonna holler. So that's
right. Yeah. And that's another thing. It's like you hate women and you hide it behind like your political and race commentary. I just heard you berate a woman right now about her wig and her glue and her floral.
That's projecting your own.
So what's the difference between you and Sotomayor and Dr. Umar? What's the difference?
That's immigrant talk, sweetie, because you live in a culture where the men
exploit
your asses and you're projecting. You live in a culture where they exploit
you. You read I was projecting. You were projecting. Y'all that's why you automatically say, "Oh, y'all claim Spain." Have I ever claimed Spain? Do you know me enough to know about claim Spain?
Your ass, Poppy be knocking the shit out of you, especially if you're talking to a nigga. Poppy beats your ass, and then
no. My daddy's darker than you. My daddy's darker than you. My daddy's darker than you.
So stop it, all right?
My daddy's darker than you. But you don't know me. All You should have called me in.
Black Americans.
Visit Hellsberg.com for safe and easy ways to shop this holiday, like free shipping and returns, virtual shopping appointments, or buy online and pick up in store. And right now, get a free Microsoft Surface Go 2 with the purchase of $1,499 or more. You gift, you get. Limited time offer while supplies last. See online or in store for details.
Save your most important documents, videos, and photos in the cloud. With a Microsoft 365 subscription, you get a full terabyte of secure OneDrive storage that you can access across all your devices. As part of your subscription, you get the added benefit of additional OneDrive Personal Vault storage. Using a second set of identity verification, this gives you an extra layer of protection for your most important and private files. Buy now at Microsoft365.com/memories.
Instead of talking at me, like,
You're in our country.
you can holler at me. You was on my page already, so you might as well holler instead of explaining.
Sweetie, you gotta respect foundational Black Americans. If it weren't for us, you'd be in Puerto Rico right now eating chicken wings.
No, honey, you don't know Puerto Rican history. That's why you're saying that.
I do know.
You don't know Puerto Rican history. That's why you're saying that.
I do know the history.
Okay? If you want to have this debate for real, I can pull up all the Puerto Rican history and all the Puerto Rican activists. And you're in America. Your world is this big.
No.
That's why I said y'all have to travel. Y'all have to travel. Because here, y'all on butt hurt all day long.
We do what?
You motherfuckers are on butt hurt all the anti-black. You racist. You anti-black. That's why I said it's a scab. Stop letting people pick at your scab.
No,
Stop wearing blackness as a misery.
No.
All right? If y'all the strongest, and y'all the kings and queens, and y'all the baddest motherfuckers on the planet, act like it. Stop being fucking butt hurt every time a warm breeze blows. Ow! You racist! Ow! You anti-black! Like, act like you the fucking strongest motherfuckers on the planet then. Stop being so hyper fucking sensitive.
Butt hurt is when you have to flee your country like you did, sweetie.
I was born here. Did you flee Africa?
You were an anchor baby, sweetie.
Did you flee Africa?
You were an anchor baby, sweetie. You had to flee.
Did you flee Africa or were you born here?
Boo boo, you're an anchor baby. They had to bring your ass over here and anchor you
Boo
on
boo.
our black ass.
Tyrese, don't give me the closet homo shit. Don't
No,
boo-boo me.
no, sweetie.
Don't give me the closet homo shit. Don't boo-boo me. Don't boo-boo me.
Baby, you're an anchor
Okay?
baby. You're an anchor baby.
I was born here just like you. I didn't leave no country.
No. Nobody in my family.
I didn't leave no country.
My family is in Kuwait just like me.
Okay?
Nobody in my family is in
I was born here just like you.
I come from Harriet Tubman stock. My family didn't run.
Okay. I see the phrase. I see the phrase. I think you come from Harriet Tubman stock.
I come from Harriet Tubman stock.
I see the phrase.
White supremacists that we didn't run from.
Teresa, I come from Harriet Tubman stock. You dig?
Yeah.
I come from that Frederick Douglass stock, that Booker T. Washington stock. Oh, Tariq holding it down for us, ain't he?
Yeah, but I mean, one thing that she said that I wholeheartedly agree with, man, is she said, if y'all the baddest motherfuckers on the planet, y'all need to start acting like it. I agree with that wholeheartedly, man.
I feel that.
It's a lot of easier said than done because we have to, you know, it's starting to happen now, but we have to reach out to some people to make them unlearn a lot of things that was taught to them that made them so passive. I think she has a point with this because we as black are a little too passive.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying that we supposed to be turned to savages and shit like that, but yeah, I do think we need to tighten up a little bit and really exemplify a little more strength.
Yeah.
You know, even though we've been through a lot, so yeah, we are strong, but what we're saying is, if we the baddest motherfuckers, man, we need to start really acting in that energy.
True.
You know, and not just towards towards each other. Oh yeah, of course. We the baddest motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It don't take much
That's right.
But everybody else we kind of cower down to.
Wow.
And I think we need to change that a little bit.
Yeah, we do. All right, let me play some more.
You don't come from Harriet Tubman. You're a YouTube personality, Kyrie. Stop. Stop it.
And you're coming over here disrespecting.
You're a YouTube personality who calls women out.
No.
But don't call them on to defend themselves. You're a YouTube personality. You're not Harriet Tubman. You're racist.
You don't respect black women or black American culture because you're a tether.
Right? Well, that's what you're going to say because it riles your followers up. So you got to say that. And that's what y'all do. That is what y'all do. Hey, everybody, she doesn't like black women because black women are sensitive and they're going to be in my DMs all night. Because they sensitive and they're going to be in my DMs all night. But the funny thing is that you berate black women. Ain't that funny? But you trying to pick them on me, but you berate black women.
Talking about how the niggas want to holler at you.
But you drag black women. You drag black women, and we see it. Why do you drag black women, Harriet Tubman?
And black women rock with me.
No, but you drag black women. Why do you do that? If it's okay, ain't your mama black?
I drag immigrant queens and men.
Ain't your mama black?
I drag immigrant queens and men.
Ain't your mama black? Wasn't you just talking about a black woman's wig and wig glue?
Yes,
that was a black woman you were talking about.
I was talking about immigrants. That's what I was
saying. No, you were talking about black woman on your page right now.
My mama ain't an immigrant. My mama's
okay.
Black American.
But your mama's black, right?
My mama's not an immigrant. My mama's the
founder. Stop berating black women and try to pin it on somebody else. You hate women.
No, you hate America. You hate black America.
Okay? You hate women.
You hate foundational black
in general. And that's why you picked on me. But I'm glad you did.
No, you hate
I'm glad you did. But next time you're talking my page.
Jen, you're black women.
Come on.
Jen, you claim you're African.
I can play YouTube wars with you. I'll play YouTube wars with you. That's what you diminished to, YouTube wars. I can play YouTube wars with you.
You're mad and you're triggered at foundational black Americans.
How about? Because I'm talking loud on Puerto Rican, remember?
Oh, no. That don't have anything.
I can talk loud. I just talk loud. If I'm ordering pizza, I'm talking loud.
But y'all stop. Y'all wish y'all stopped that contempt for black American women. Y'all take little digs at black American women, and that's some sucker shit. Y'all cut that out. If it weren't for black American women, y'all asses would be over here benefiting off the goodies that black American
women. You think so?
Yes, I know so.
Who Lolita LeBron is.
You what?
Ask Angela Davis who Lolita LeBron is.
Angela Davis was a sellout fucking CIA.
Oh, you hate black women. Thank you. You hate black women.
When does a
Thank
CIA
you.
sellout
Thank you.
with black women? That woman is a
confirmed.
I got it.
So now Angela Davis.
Yes, Angela Davis is an operative of the.
And you don't like wigs on black women.
Okay, stop projecting. Stop it. Nobody's.
You hate black women. You're a lie.
You don't like foundational black Americans because.
No, I don't like hypersensitive. I don't care what race you are.
Because
I don't like hypersensitive. I don't care what race you are. And social media has made a lot of motherfuckers hypersensitive. It has nothing to do with race.
Jen.
I don't like hypersensitivity.
Jen.
When you did what you did on your YouTube, 20 hypersensitive motherfuckers bitch made dudes, because it was just dudes in my DMs. It wasn't even women. It was just bitch made dudes. Okay?
Yeah.
Hypersensitive just like you, but I know you gotta get your spins up, so I'm glad you chose me to get your spins up. Okay? I'm glad you chose me. Okay? Y'all are hypersensitive. Y'all are hypersensitive, but most of y'all on your Sotomayor. Y'all just hate women. Y'all just hate women. All the motherfuckers in my DMs are men. You said it. You said it. Black women are holding it down. While y'all playing YouTube wars and getting your hair braided, black women are holding it down. What are you talking about?
You're not a representative.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you eat off black women. You eat off black women's culture.
Yeah, what? Give me one thing, please.
No. See, you try to be a tether for black women when you have contempt for black women. Think about some of y'all.
That's interesting that you just described yourself.
No, see, y'all immigrants.
You see how psychology works? You just described yourself. But if we let you talk long enough, it comes out. You start talking about the wig. You start talking about the wig glue. You start talking about white black women. It's all coming out. And that's why I wanted to jump on this side. Because motherfuckers are blinded by your black power fist. You're full of shit. You're just like Umar and Sotomayor. Okay? You're just trying to get back on TV. Okay? And you will not.
Ma'am,
okay, you are now diminished to a YouTube personality. Welcome to YouTube.
I'm not.
Welcome to YouTube. Okay.
I'm on television all the time.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll turn on BT. See if I see you. I'll turn on BT. I may catch you.
Dude, I don't.
I'll turn on BT. But just don't.
You want to say something, D? Go ahead.
Well, first of all, man, I kind of want to give her a shout out, man, for not letting run over her. You know what I'm saying? She stayed the ground. You know what I'm saying? As a woman, man, I kind of like that about her. But when he said things about, a lot of Puerto Rican women take digs at black women, that is true a little bit. That is true. Not saying all the Puerto Rican or the Afro Latinos take digs at black women, but some of them have. You know what I'm saying? So I think he was right on that, and the fact that he was saying how they came here, and which I said before, and they get to partake in everything that black people fought for, and a lot of things that they get to partake in, a lot of blacks don't get to fully partake in. And the problem with that is that they'll end up looking down on black people when they get here, even though they are enjoying the things that black people fought for.
That's right.
That is one issue. And the last thing is that, I don't even think Tamarique's wife is fully black, right?
Nah, she's Jewish and half black, half Jewish, half black. That's right.
Okay.
Oh shit! All right.
Money, you on YouTube.
Man.
You're a YouTube personality, Tyree. Stop. Let's keep it real. We could be homies.
Ma'am, I just had a
let's keep it all the way real. Let's keep it all the way real.
I do this. I have respect for
Let's keep it up. No, you don't do this because you pull me into it. So obviously you don't do this.
I just had a conference for the Foundation of Black Americans.
Here we go. Oh. How prestigious. You had a what?
Sold out. I can do that because I got respect from my people. You see? I didn't flee. See, when you don't flee from your homeland and you stay and fight against injustice.
How did you get here?
Respect.
How did you get here, darling?
So, man, my family's been here for 500 years, okay? We've been
500 years? 500 Well, how did they get here that first year from the 500?
People migrate, people were brought over. We built this country.
How were you brought over?
There was no country until my family built it, see?
How were you brought over, darling? You're leaving out some details now.
Well, the 1526, we can go into the details, when the Moors showed the Spanish how to get over here. And the black people ran the Spanish the fuck up out of here. We stayed in 1526. And we stayed.
Now, are you here by force or by choice?
We're here by
choice. Why you here?
We're here by choice because we were here before the Spanish. We were here before Columbus did.
You're here by choice.
Yeah, we're here by choice because this is our homeland. You know, we didn't flee. We built this.
This is your homeland. America's your homeland.
Yes, it is because we built it. Nobody built this shit but us. This is our homeland, sweetie. This is our homeland. We built this shit from scratch. There was no America until Foundation of Black Americans built it. That's why y'all left Puerto Rico to come eat.
I didn't need Puerto Rico. I was born here.
Well, you're anchor. You're anchor baby. So your family anchored you here because the Foundation of Black Americans got this shit popping.
So if I'm an anchor baby, are you a slave baby?
I am. I am a descendant of slaves. I am.
Okay, so no good being an anchor baby. You a slave baby, and I'm an anchor baby. Then we good.
But the thing is, you are slave.
So we're both. We both got lucky.
You're both. I'm not an anchor baby, but you're both.
So we're both. So we both got lucky because you're a slave baby and I'm an anchor baby. So we both got lucky.
And you're a slave baby too because Puerto Rico was a slave colony.
So I got the double.
Yes. So you're a slave.
So I'm better than you then.
No, not really, but at least we.
I think so. No, we cross training. It's just like you're omitting that for your narrative. You're omitting Puerto Rican history for your narrative. That's what you're doing. And you got all these idiots believing it.
Sweetie, you understand that you were from a slave colony.
You know, these motherfuckers don't even read. So I'm not going to expect them to know anything more than what you're saying. These motherfuckers don't read.
Jen,
okay? They get their news. They get their news from media takeout and boxing. So I mean, who are we talking to here?
Jen, you were from a slave colony too. You do understand that, right?
Of course I know that. Of course I know that.
But you're saying it as if it is just us. Puerto Rico was a slave
colony. Because you said I'm an anchor baby.
You are. You are an anchor.
Okay, so if I'm an anchor baby, then you're a slave baby.
We're both slave babies, but
okay, so then you're an anchor baby too.
I'm not. No, I wasn't anchored anywhere. No.
No, I think you were.
I wasn't anchored anywhere.
Okay, you were a forced anchor baby because you were forced here.
No, there was no here until we built here. There was no America until we built it.
Okay, so you were forced to build it.
Yeah, we were forced to build it.
So you were forced to build it.
We were forced to build it. Yes, we were forced to build it, but we built this motherfucker. We built it.
So my
and nobody.
My point is, let's cut the bullshit because we're all the same.
But y'all,
let's cut the bullshit because we're all the same.
We're all the same in a political sense when it's politically convenient to you. When it's politically convenient, we're all the same. But when it's culturally convenient, it's like, fuck those blacks with the scab. The scab. They wear that black.
Okay, what about blacks? Fuck them Latins. Fuck them Latins. They think they better than us. Fuck them Latins. Do you understand it's the same across the board? Do you understand it's the same across the board?
We don't get anything from, we don't need no damn Latins. This is not a Latin country. We don't.
So then why do you hate so bad? Why do you hate Latins so bad? Why do you care how we identify so bad? Why do black people care how we identify so bad? It's like it's a misery you need company for. You need to identify as black. You need to identify as black. No. You need to be black like me. Why do y'all care so bad how other black people identify? Why does it hurt you so bad? That's a you problem. That's a you problem. That's not our problem.
Sweetie, you're in our shit.
No, but that's you problem. Why do you care how other people? Are you not black enough for yourself?
You're in our country disrespected.
No, but this is not your country. This is not your country.
It is. This is
okay. No, you were enslaved here. This is not your country.
It is my country, sweetie.
You were enslaved here and don't have to go back to where you're from. You were enslaved here. This is not your country.
It is my country, sweetie.
That's why you're still marching, because it's not your country.
No, we're still, and you marched your
ass
out.
That's why the government is disproportionately white, because it is not your country.
You marched your ass out of Puerto Rico.
That's why you get shot in the back and nobody goes to jail, because it is not your country.
And in Puerto Rico, you get shot to the point where you get the fuck out.
Worry about why you care so deeply how other people identify.
The violence is just the same.
Can you answer that question? Answer that question.
Ma'am, what's your question? Because you're talking we get shot like y'all ain't getting shot in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, really? Y'all get shot like crime ain't a bitch in Puerto Rico.
Why do you keep talking about Puerto Rico? I live here. Talk about here.
You're talking about us. You're talking about
I'm talking about you here.
You're talking about
you here in America.
You in our country.
Stop getting in Puerto Rico. Talk about me here.
You're in our country, sweetie. You're not in Puerto Rico.
No, I'm not in your country. This isn't your country. That's why the government is disproportionately white. Go down to Washington, D.C.
They're colonizers. They're invaded. They've invaded.
No, honey. Take your black ass to D.C. and stand in front of the White House and say this is our country.
Sweetie, the world is colonized.
They will escort you out. They will escort you out. Can you answer the question? Because I'm really curious about it.
Sweetie, name a place where the white supremacists don't control.
Can you answer the question? Because I'm really curious about it.
White supremacists control Puerto Rico.
And they control you too.
They control
like
the
world. I said, it's across the board.
We know that, though. We know that we're dominated.
And I know that too.
No, you don't. You talking?
Yes, I do, but I don't know. Are you insane?
Sweetie, we understand white supremacy. That's why we fight. Y'all don't fight it. You flee. You bring your ass over
here. Can you call me Denicia?
You bring your ass over here and start eating off the DACA program.
I mean, am I talking to my grandma? Can you call me Denicia? I've been boo-boo, I've been sweetie. I want the masculine, Tariq. I want the masculine. Call me Denicia. Don't call me boo-boo and sweetie.
You bring your ass over here and eating off the dream program and DACA. You did?
If you keep calling me sweetie and boo-boo, I'm going to call you
come over here eating off.
Auntie Cardi, can you answer my question, Auntie?
No. Y'all keep eating off the shit that we fight.
Auntie, answer my question, Auntie.
Y'all don't benefit us, sweetie. Y'all don't benefit us at
You're regurgitating. We heard that already. We heard that. Seems like that. Is that the only thing you know? Is that the only line you have, Tariq?
You know what it is? You think.
Auntie, answer the question, please. Why do you care so much about how we identify? Why does it hurt you so bad?
I don't give a damn. But when you come over here trying to dictate to foundational Black Americans what we should do and shouldn't do,
you come over here trying to dictate to foundational Black Americans, who's dictating anything? I made a comment and you got butthurt.
Because I get anchor babies like you eating off our tax dollars that Black Americans fought for, and you come over here disrespecting. So I got a problem with that. I do have.
What you mean come over here disrespecting? You were a slave here. You were a slave. Who do you think you are?
I'm a foundation.
You're a slave here.
This is our shit.
You're still marching. What are you talking about?
We're still fighting white supremacists.
You're not fighting. You're marching.
We're fighting these white supremacists.
You're marching and begging.
No, we're not begging.
You've been here so long, you forgot what a fight looks like.
We're fighting.
Honey, you're not fighting. You're marching and wearing T-shirts.
No.
You're marching and wearing T-shirts and having panel discussions.
That's what you immigrants do.
You're having panel discussions. You're marching and wearing T-shirts. That's not a fight, honey. That's not a fight, honey. Nice try, though. Nice try. What's your T-shirt say right now? Let me see your T-shirt.
My T-shirt, it has nothing on it here.
Oh, okay, not today, right?
You know who's not fighting? Puerto Ricans who are anchor babies. That's who's not fighting.
Okay, all right. I'm going to let you tell me. I'm going to let you tell me, but you never answered my question.
Man, we out here fighting the mightiest army on earth.
You're not fighting nobody. You're marching, wearing T-shirts, and yelling.
We are fighting the mightiest army.
No, honey, you are marching and wearing T-shirts.
Why do they have so much militarized weaponry in the streets right now if we just marching and yelling?
You are just marching and yelling.
Why does the U.S. government have military tanks all around urban cities right now if we just marching and yelling?
Because they're reminding you that all you can do is march and yell.
Because they need that. You need an army to go up against us, goddammit.
Okay,
You need an army to go up against foundational Black Americans.
Do you believe that?
Yes. We see it in the streets. They need an army to go against us. They can go to Puerto Rico with some chicken wings.
I'm not talking about Puerto Rico. Talking about here. I live here.
Chicken wings.
I live here.
And a
I live in Puerto Rico one time. I live here. I can talk about Puerto Rico. I live here.
You fled here. You fled to here. You fled here.
Stay here, though.
No, you fled here because of us. We helped you get here. You fled
No, you didn't help nothing.
Yes, we did. You wouldn't be here.
What the fuck did you help? You were in chains, too.
No.
What did you help?
No,
we were all in chains.
No. We fought to help get your ass over.
We were all in chains.
No.
Why were you free? Did you fight for freedom?
Your ass over here. We helped get your ass over here.
Did you fight for freedom?
We helped get you over here. My family.
How did you get free?
Those immigration laws that helped get you here. Who do you think?
Answer the question. Why are you not answering? Answer the question.
Jen, now you need to know history. Those immigration laws that helped get you here. Who do you think fought for that? The white people didn't want your black ass here.
How did you get free, Terry? How did you get free?
How did you think you got your light-skinned black ass over
here? Answer the question. How did you get free?
White people didn't want your ass over here. It was black folks fighting to get you over here.
How did you get free? Answer the question.
Ma'am, it was black people fighting to get the immigration laws popping for your ass.
How did you get free? You're not answering the question.
No. Because you're just moving the goalpost somewhere else, Jen.
I'm not moving the goalpost. You said this is your country.
Jen, it was
black people fighting to get over here. It's your post.
It was black people fighting.
How did you get free?
It was black people helping you get here, Jen.
No, honey. Black people couldn't even help themselves. What the fuck are you talking about?
You couldn't help it. Yeah, we were fighting.
Black people couldn't even help themselves. A white man decided to unshackle you. A white man decided to unshackle you. You didn't make that happen. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yes, we did.
What are you talking about?
Do you know what white man are you talking about, dear?
What are you talking? Who abolished slavery? Did y'all fight to be free?
Yes.
To be free?
Yes. You know history. It was black people fighting.
Who decided? Who decided? Y'all?
Jen, let me give you some history because see y'all got talking.
Okay, look, keep wearing the t-shirts.
It was black
keep wearing the t-shirts and keep marching.
Jen. It was
One day the country will be yours.
This is our shit, Jen. We
Oh.
are the
Yes, how? I can tell.
This is our shit.
I can tell. When is your next panel to show how much is your shit?
My panel is every day to let everybody know this is my.
Okay, your panel's every
guess
day.
what? I ain't running to another country. I'm not fleeing
Okay.
like your family. Your family fled.
I didn't go to another country either. I live here.
Yes, you're an anchor baby. Your family fled.
I live here.
You come from a fleeing stock.
Puerto Rico is part of the United States. Oopsie.
They acquired it. That's how much they got.
Oopsie. Like they acquired you. Like they acquired you and your ancestors.
Yes, they did.
Just like they acquired you and your ancestors.
Yes, they did. And we built this country because if it weren't for us, the white supremacists, let's be very clear, they were dying off when they tried to get their little colonies here. So, look, and this is our shit. There was no America before we built it. There was no culture before we built it. And we didn't flee. We protected this country. This is our shit. And everybody else is a visitor. We're non-immigrants. So people are going to have to put respect on that. You understand?
No, y'all not. You didn't have a choice of being an immigrant. Y'all got dragged here.
No, we built this country.
Yes, that's how you got here.
We built this country.
That's how you got here.
Ma'am, we came over with the Spanish and we were enslaved.
You came over, so you were guest on their yacht?
But ma'am, black people were here before the Spanish, by the way. You do know that. Black people were here before the
Spanish. Yeah, but were your answers here?
Yeah, because a lot of black people are Aboriginal people here, dear. So this is our native land too. We're mixed in with the Africans and the Aboriginal people here. We were already here on this land, according to the scripture.
Okay, well, like I said, stop hiding your hate for black women behind these panels. Stop trying to pin all Puerto Ricans want to be Spaniards, because I never said that. I wanted people to know that you were lying. You were lying about what I said, and you took sound bites. You took sound bites from my video. You did not play it in its entirety. You even said, I'm not going to play anymore. That came out of your face.
Jim.
That's what you said. I'm not even going to play anymore. I'm not going to play it no more. You didn't play it in its entirety. And then you embellished it.
There was a lot of anti-black hatred.
And anti-black people. Everybody anti-black. That's your new race. That's your new card. Everybody but it goes back to stop wearing your blackness like a scab.
Oh, Lord.
Stop wearing your blackness like a scab. And I'm going to keep saying it. Because everybody can come and pick it. Like you said that I said, right?
That's what you
Everybody can come and pick at your scab. Stop with be powerful.
No.
Believe black girl magic. Believe unapologetically black. Believe it. Don't just say it. Don't just say it. Believe Black Lives Matter. Believe black girl magic. Believe black power. Believe it. Don't just say it. Don't just put it on a t-shirt. That way, when I say that you're wearing it like a scab, y'all not crying in my DMs. You anti-black. You anti-black. Stop crying about your blackness. You
black. Like a lot of Latinas. You got issues with your black.
You be black how you be black, and I'll be black how I be black. I don't gotta be black how you be black. I don't gotta be mad all day. I anti-black. I'm black. Like, I don't wear my blackness like that. I'm sorry.
Okay, you got a lot of foundational black American women. You got a lot.
Dude, you're a race hustler. You've been diminished to race hustlers like Umar and the rest of them. That's it. But I'm glad they're still selling out shows. I'm glad they're still selling out shows to the 20 people who are bored that we ain't got nothing else to do but listen to some more talking and wear some more t-shirts.
You have issues with your identity.
How many t-shirts do you sell at your show? I want a t-shirt. Where can I get a t-shirt?
You have issues with your identity.
Where can I get a t-shirt? I'm going to support.
Well, Jen, you have so many issues with your identity, dear.
I have none, honey.
Yes,
I know where I came from. I have none. You just think you're beyond reproach, okay? You think because systemic oppression is in place that you're beyond reproach. That's the problem. And you're not beyond reproach.
This is the Black-Brown Coalition right here.
You are not beyond reproach. I don't care. Systemic oppression is very, very real.
And
a disproportionate white government is very, very real. Okay? But you are not, but that doesn't render you beyond reproach.
We are going up against tanks and militarized.
You're not going up against anything. You're not. Please, you play real cool by them tanks. Y'all walk around them tanks.
Yeah.
You march around them tanks.
Well,
you march around them tanks in a beat like you went up against tanks.
Fight a damn tank.
With the t-shirts?
We can't fight a fucking tank.
All right, so then stop saying that. You sound dumb. Stop saying that. You're not trying to scare tanks.
They got tanks on us for a reason. They ain't got tanks in Puerto Rico. You know why?
To keep you intact.
They got to keep us in check because we turn the fuck up. That's why they got to keep us in check. In Puerto Rico, they can keep y'all in check with paper towels. But anyway, dear,
yeah, and that's why all you do is march. And the next time somebody else gets killed, you're gonna march again. Right, and the next time somebody else gets
okay, she's babbling. Okay, that's it.
All right. That's the end of that soundbite. Yeah, man. Let's talk about that a little bit, man. What you think, brother?
And there's a lot of stuff she said I agree with. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
And I've been saying a lot of these things for a long time too. You know, I mean, we always say it's just as much as ours as it is theirs because we did build it. But Tyreek is making it seem as if we came over here and just start building shit and say, "Hey, y'all can have it." No, motherfucker, you built this motherfucker. You built this shit by force.
That's right. That's 100% correct.
And everything that you built, everything you helped establish from your sweat and your labor, here it is. You can't fully partake in it. You see what I'm saying? So how is it yours? It can't be yours. Like she said, how can it be yours? You can have a panel again talking about, you know, can we get this? Can we get that? How is it yours? If you, like you said, you're still begging. I don't want to say begging because I feel as if there are some things that are owed to us that's way overdue. But we have to, the process we have to go through to get it is different than what other people go through to get what they want. Other people actually do go to war. That's what they do. They say, I'm not going to ask you for what's due to me. You know, or you fucking over me, we're going to go to war. But we don't do that, right?
Yeah.
But can we really go to war? We ain't got shit to go to war with. Look, a couple motherfuckers got some AKs and shit like that. You can't go to war like that, right? Like they said, they got tanks on the street. How you gonna do it against a tank?
Yeah, man.
You see what I'm saying?
That's right. I just felt like
you're forever gonna be.
Like you said, she held her own. He actually kicked off the live. But my thing was, she kept jumping sides. Like she said, you can't tell me how to do my blackness. I can't tell you how to do yours.
Because at the same time, they was raised, I guess you want to say, with a different set of blackness. I guess, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But our blackness in America ain't the same as the blackness in Africa.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even they do the same. They do the same thing what she does. As far as when they say y'all, they don't really identify with us.
Nah. No, man.
But to be honest, her people on that island, the blacks that was brought to that island, are more related to us than that African.
That's right.
That's a whole nother subject. I don't want to go too deep into that, but in reality, technically, the people that was brought to that island, her ancestors, are more are more related to us than that African.
I can definitely see that. I could definitely see that, man. I think that should be a part 2, man. I think we should do that. Ari, how we have nothing in common with Africa.
No, and I've been saying this for a few years now, and I get a little pushback from it, but I always tell people that the Africans and the blacks in America, we're not the same people.
Nah, something I always say is the African was born, but the African American was created.
And this is the reason why when you always hear blacks talk about when Obama was in office, how he didn't look out for black people. Because Obama is technically not one of us.
No,
Obama is actually an African.
That's right. That's right, man. Well, hey, man, we're gonna wrap this up, man. I think
Okay.
I think that part 2 we can dig a little deeper. We can actually just spit about it. We ain't gotta have no sound bite. But I wanted us to kind of give a little take on it, man. Let the people hear our point of view, man, because she's not the only one that feels like that. She's not. Like I said, that young lady, I was like, hey, you're Afro-Cuban. She's like, no, I'm Cuban. And the delusion just tripped me out. I was like, what?
Yeah, but see, a lot of you have to kind of, you kind of have to put the fault on the, their culture, how they culture taught them, and even with us, the things that the culture taught us, and we're just now starting to peel back the layers and find out that a lot of stuff that we were taught about ourselves was wrong.
Yeah, like he said, man, in America, hell, everybody, if you dark skinned, you're black. Don't matter if you light skinned. She was talking about racial wars in school. I'm like, I don't remember that. No light skin versus no dark skin. I've never experienced that. And you and I both are from the South. But yeah, man, that's we're gonna wrap this up, brother. I enjoyed this one, man. It's not as long as we normally do. Like why I say we're gonna hit that that part 2, man, and we're gonna really dig into it, brother, because this is a problem. This is a problem, man. But I'm gonna check with you later, brother. Thank you for coming on.
Oh yeah, man, my pleasure, man. Anytime.
All right, Doc.
All right.
Well, there you have it, folks. This is what I really wanted y'all to hear. And this is why we call this the Cardi B syndrome, because Cardi B does things like that as far as not identifying with black people in America, but benefiting off of us. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. And we out.
Skiing, riding, sledding, winter biking, winter hiking.
No matter how you Vermont, please Vermont safely.
Cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, snowmobiling, snowman building.
This year, that means a 7-day home quarantine with a negative COVID-19 test or a 14-day home quarantine with no symptoms to visit.
Snowball fighting, ice skating, ice climbing, ice fishing, ice cream eating.
So we can all Vermont safely this year.
Dining, craft beering.
Talk to your favorite inner resort about smart travel suggestions, reservation policies, and the best way to Vermont this winter.
Hot cocoaing, antiquing, shopping, fireside napping.
For full COVID-19 travel guidance, visit VermontVacation.com.
Jersey City Medical Center is healing, enhancing, and investing in Hudson County with the county's only cardiac surgery program, performing the most orthopedic procedures, all private rooms in our Lord Abbott Maternity Wing, and the only NCI-designated comprehensive cancer center in the state in partnership with Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey. Visit rwjbh.org/Hudson County. Jersey City Medical Center and RWJ Barnabas Health Facility.